Welcome to this MachineBuilder design guide on creating hinged doors. The first step is to use the face-to-face measurement tool to determine the door's dimensions. If designing a recessed door, you want to measure the internal dimensions of where the door will rest when closed. If designing external doors, you want to measure the external dimensions of the assembly where the door will close. With dimensioning out of the way, the second step is to design the door frame. We'll start with recessed doors. The two main components that you are going to use for designing the door is a 45 by 45 millimeter extrusion and a two-way extended door frame connector, which can be found under the door section in structural and framing. Using these components, design the frame of your door, ensuring that the size of the extrusions are 3 increments shorter than the measured dimensions to prevent interference. In larger doors, it's recommended to add additional bracing midway. For a flush fit, use the 45 by 45 millimeter door spacers. When designing external doors, it's recommended to use the 45 by 45 millimeter extrusion and our 45 by 45 millimeter gusset to assemble the base frame. Size one of the dimensions 2 increments shorter than the measured length. The other will remain the same. If designing French doors, replace 2 of the end connectors with 45 by 45 millimeter door spacers to prevent interference. Again, for larger doors, it's recommended to add additional bracing midway. You can use standard hardware to achieve the appropriate spacing. The third step is to add door components. The first is reinforcement. If any of the dimensions of the door exceeds 1000 millimeters or 39 inches, we recommend to add L-shaped assembly plates over top the door connectors. Next up is the surface panel. Use the panel generator to create the door panel. Ensure that there are cutouts at the appropriate locations for additional hardware. With the panel in place, we can attach the hinges. 2 hinges at minimum are required, with additional ones being placed every 500 millimeters or less. All hinges can be found under frame accessories. With the hinges in place, we can add the handles. Small to medium doors can use the ergonomic handle as the handle for the door and a grab catch to hold the door closed. If designing a larger door, you can use a gate bolt or a gate bolt with a lockable interlock if it's to be integrated with a safety system. The final step is to attach the door. You can use the drag and drop feature or the point-to-point connection tool to mount the door to your structure.